Hey guys, what's going on? Richie from Photons Across the Air. So I want to talk about something really quick, at least as quick as I possibly can. I was actually originally not going to make a video about this, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyways. So I bought some of these Tenergy LiFePo4 batteries on Amazon, even though they had absolutely horrible reviews, and I'm going to tell you why. The reviews on Amazon, pretty much for all of these Tenergy LiFePo4 batteries, are pretty bad actually. They're like maybe 2.5 out of 5 star, 100, 200 reviews, and a majority of those people don't quite understand certain things about this particular chemistry, and that's why I bought them anyways, because I've been dealing with these batteries for a very long time. Ever since I was like 13 or 14, I've been buying the Tenergy LiFePo4s. They're great for flashlights, they're great for lasers, they are great for a lot of things. However, as things get more powerful, you can't use these batteries. Now, I use these particular batteries for all my lower powered flashlights. I've got a whole bunch of really bright flashlights, but those particular batteries, they're not designed for super high drain flashlights like, say, the JetBeam WLS4, the 39T and 40, the 39T and 30. Those are all flashlights that require high drain 18650s or really good CR123s or RCRs for that matter, but I use these particular batteries for all of my lasers, pretty much all of my lasers, and all of my little tiny single cell CR flashlights. They're only like 3, maybe 400 lumens, maybe 500. And it's pretty horrible because a majority of the reviews, a majority of the bad reviews on Amazon are pretty much the exact same thing. People saying, oh, they don't last very long, they get really, really hot, they don't handle current very well or huge amounts of current. If you would read the things that Tenergy puts on this particular chemistry, for these batteries, you'll know that these batteries were not designed for a lot of things. They are great for a lot of things, but there are some things that they're not designed for. Like don't use them in your vape boxes. Don't use them in super high power lasers. Like the NUBM44 diode based laser. Lasers that are 4, 5, and 6 watts. But if you're using these for 1 and 2 watt lasers, they're great. They work they work fantastic. They handle current very well. They basically they work great in lasers that are at least maybe 2.5 watts. I wouldn't recommend using these batteries in much more powerful lasers. You might want to get high drain 16340s. But I continue to buy these batteries because they work. And one of the biggest complaints I see on Amazon on the reviews are these batteries don't last very long. Well, if you look at the milliamp hours, the capacity of these batteries are about 400 milliamp hours a piece. That's it. These things are literally half the capacity of a 16340. But there's a reason for that. There's a lot of reasons for that. One of the biggest reasons is because this battery is not designed for crazy high-powered drain devices. And they're very great for what they are. And since they're only 400 milliamp hours, and since they advertise 400 milliamp hours, then you shouldn't expect these things to last forever. They'll last several hours in smaller flashlights if you have it on a lower output mode. But don't go sticking this thing in a 1200 lumen, or don't go sticking a couple of these in a 1200 lumen flashlight and expect it to not get very hot very fast and the battery to not last very long. So hopefully, if you do not have this chemistry, I remember actually buying these things back when they were yellow. I've had the yellow ones, I've had the green ones, I've had these green ones. Those are the older style green ones right there, and these are pretty much the newer ones right here. And then the really, really old ones are the yellow ones, and they also got the lithium ion versions, basically the 16340 versions, which are basically blue. You can get those too if you want, but I prefer this particular chemistry. I have never had a problem with these ever in my life. I've had at least 5 of these chargers, at least 30 of these batteries. Never had a problem with these. These things don't get very warm. You put these things on the charger, they barely get warm. So I see some people saying that these things catch on fire and blow up on the charger when they're trying to charge it. The only way I can possibly think of that happening is maybe a defective charger, which is pretty slim. I mean, it could happen, but Tenergy is a very well-known and good company. Now, I know it's maybe stupid saying this, but some people might actually do this. Some people put lithium ion chemistry in this charge port. Well, what does that say right there? Use LiFePo4, RCR LiFePo4. RCR can mean anything. RCR doesn't necessarily always have to mean 16340. RCR is just rechargeable CR battery, pretty much what it is. And LiFePo4 batteries is a whole different type of chemistry than lithium ion. Lithium iron phosphate, I believe, is what it is. So don't go sticking a 16340 that's lithium ion in this charger, because it might blow up. So if for any reason you don't have this chemistry and you're thinking about buying it for a lower powered flashlight, 400 or 500 lumens, or a 1, 2, maybe 2.5 watt laser, then it's fine. Hopefully you're watching this video, and hopefully I can convince you that Tenergy is a fantastic company, and these batteries are great. So don't listen to the reviews on Amazon when you see 2.5 out of 5 stars, because guess what? I bought these things when they have absolutely horrible reviews because I pretty much knew for a fact that they would work great. So hopefully this about sums it up. If you guys have any questions at all, reach me in the comments or hit me up in the comments and I will get back to you as quick as I possibly can. And hopefully somebody else will answer your question for you if I don't get to you quick enough. But that's basically just to clarify on the lithium iron phosphate LiFePo4 batteries from Tenergy. Definitely get them if you're thinking about it because they are fantastic batteries.